All right, it is Monday, October 12th, Columbus Day. Interesting day in the market today. We had a pretty big sell-off from 2 o'clock till about 2:20 today, and then the market slowly drifted back up. So we're going to look at this, what I feel is the easiest stock to trade today, Wells Fargo. We're going to go right from the daily charts all the way down to the intraday charts and pull up where the easier trades were and how you actually manage those positions and how the stock actually exhibited tremendous strength while the market was selling off around 230. So you can clearly see here on the daily charts, here's the 200, the 50, and the 20. Clearly above that, this resistance level that we have over the last 2 months going back to August, the high here is 29.56, so that's our watermark coming into the day. Obviously, long onlys today, nothing on the short side. We've got to clear this 29.50 coming into the day. And here's the hourly chart. Start out down here at the beginning of the month. Big gap to the upside, so pretend you got a big green candle there. You push up, you pause, you push up. Go sideways all of last week. Still have this buying order flow on the daily charts, so nothing to look at except for longs. So we go up, sideways, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday last week with the high watermark of 29.50 that we have to get through. So we zoom down a little bit closer. Of course, we open up exactly at 29.50, and this is why we wait for the opening range breakout and just don't trade it as soon as it gets there. This first 15-minute candle here takes us a couple of cents, maybe 29.55, not even that high, and that's exactly why we wait for the opening range. Pull back in while the market is kind of drifting sideways. The market actually gapped up. Let me just pull the market up here real quick. Here's what the market did. A little bit of a gap up there, and pretty much nothing from that point. So the stock actually pulled back in. Because you're waiting for it to take out the opening range to the upside, you are not caught in this 50-cent move to the downside. So let's flash forward now to when we actually do take out the opening range in the direction of the order flow. Now, something I've been harping on a lot lately, get involved on the pause and then add to it on the breakout. This is about as perfectly technical setup as you could possibly get. Here's the opening range. Here's a pause just before the opening range. You get involved here in this 10-cent trading range. That is perfect. You can manage your risk in the direction of the obvious order flow. You get this unbelievable fuel candle taking out the opening range, breaking out of this pause. So now you're long probably around 29.50 in this pause here. You add to it as it goes up to 29.70 area. You get a 20-minute pause. You bounce to the upside again. You get another pause. 3 more energy candlesticks to the upside. Go sideways in a 20-cent trading range. Now, over here is the interesting part of the day. The market, if you're looking at this window here at 2:30, market got absolutely spanked. This stock, Wells Fargo, did not move at 2:30. Not only did it not move, another pause if you didn't get involved in this one that goes sideways in a 20-cent range from 1 o'clock till 2:30. Now remember, right here is where the market got hit really hard and the stock didn't fall an inch. We get more fuel out of the trading range. Look at this volume and this breakout. Technically perfect setup again. All the time we talk about let it get through that range. The longer it stays outside of that range, the more you want to be involved. Fuel, 10-minute pause, and a 50-cent run. Technically speaking, absolutely perfect setup in this stock today. You get this big bearish U-turn after a melted candle with increased volume. Tighten up your trailing stop into the last half hour of the day, and this was an unbelievable stock to get involved. But the ironic thing here is the first trade of the day in the stock was actually at 11.35. So from 11.35 at around 29.50 to 30.50, it was good for $1, and it really wasn't that hard to manage. And this trade right here should have really excited you because this is when the market was getting hit and the stock didn't move at all to the downside. So look at your P&L. If you traded this stock or if you didn't, pretty good chart setups here. You can see that the charts play themselves out. Just got to be patient enough to wait for them to be obvious.